Hey guys, it's Christy, Junk Journal Boss, and I'm here to share with you part 2 of our Carnations and Garnet Folio that is out in the Etsy shop. It's junkjournalboss.etsy.com, or you can just do a search for Junk Journal Boss on Etsy and just make sure that you click the tiny little link that they put up top, because that's going to be my shop address. I've let these dry for a bit, and I'm going to pop that right into there, and that feels okay, but I might just go ahead and do a quick trim on the edges of this. It'll create an edge that is flush, and for another thing, it'll make me more, or make it more able to fit well. Okay, so it's a little bit better. It's still not flush for whatever reason. Maybe I need to just cut it on both sides. I don't know. All right. So, started to chew up the edges here a little bit. No problem. That happens. Usually I use a much larger cutter by the name of Carl. I didn't name it Carl, you guys. It's that's actually the brand. But you know, I have nothing against naming your appliances and paper cutters and all that. So there's that, and this fits much better. And remember, last time I didn't bind this. I'm probably just going to staple it, but for now I'll just put it in here. And along with this tiny little book, I can either do it like this, or I can do it like this and get into some of my other ephemera and journal cards and grab a few and put them in here like this. I don't know what's in the way here, but oh, there we go. Nothing. Okay, so these can be up a little bit higher, and so that looks really pretty, right? We've got that side done, and we have a whole bunch of other ephemera to do. Here's a couple more of the journal cards, and I guess I'll go ahead and put these in here with the others, or I can put them here. And that would be pretty too. Next, I have a couple of envelopes. These are mini envelopes. Get 4 of them with this set. And they're plain on the back, so you don't have to worry about, you know, whether or not you can glue them. I'm going to go ahead and glue those edges like you saw me. And I am going to want to figure out where would I like these to be. Now, these can go like this, or they can go like this, you know, against each other, or whatever. And there are 2 more, but I'm not going to use. I can also put these little envelopes here, because, you know, it sure takes up a lot of space if I use all of them. One time I put 4 up and they were all like this, and that was just kind of, I don't know. I think I'm going to go ahead and glue this onto this page here, so it serves as one pocket. So I think I'll put this over on this side here. And a couple things I can do with this is, if I want to, I can just add, you know, more ephemera here and just sort of fan these out, because that looks kind of cool. I think we actually do need another pocket, but I'm not really sure I want to use this one. But what I can do is, this is a little thing that I made the other day, and I think it might work nicely. I don't know, it's just a little pocket. And so let me see if I like this anywhere. It's a little bit tall, so maybe I'm going to fold it a little bit and just make it a little bit shorter. I think that's really cute. Kind of looks like a little flower pot. So I think that's what I'm going to do is glue this guy in. So what I did was I put glue in between these two layers and these two layers to make a smaller pocket. And so what that's going to look like is something like this, or if I put it over here, I can put it here and it looks kind of like a flower pot if I want to. Okay, so I got a little bit of glue on that, and maybe I will go ahead and just let it be a flower pot. And in that flower pot, I'm going to add a few little embellishments, and there ought to also be, along with this, some tickets and things like that. You know, I have a couple little things here that, you know, I know this is American Heart Association, but it was from my mom, and so I might tuck some of these things into here, you know, because they're keepsakes. My mom is no longer with us, and so, and neither is my dad. Oh, this is not glued? Okay, let's pretend it is. So then I can, you know, put some special ephemera inside of here. I don't think anything else needs to go on this side of the page. I think I might want to add a little bit of ribbon to this. I don't know, maybe I want to use this to actually be the closure for this though, because I think it might go really, really nicely. And see what I mean? That these sometimes just get really thick, but it's fine. You know, you can fix it. It's not perfect. You know, you can fix it however you need to though. So it's doing all right here, and I think I might go ahead and make this the closure. So that's pretty cute, right? And then we'll do some other things. But right now, I want to deal with what to do with this guy. Pieces of fabric and stuff here. And maybe I'll be able to find something. Oh, yes, look at this. Perfect. Perfect, perfect color. So let me put all these things away, or else I will have a complete disaster on my hands, which I already sort of do right here. So I'm going to put some of these things up. Do you guys ever do your junk journaling, and then all of a sudden your whole area is a humongous mess? That is my life. I probably just want to do like something like a little, like a little bow like this, but the thing with that is that it shows the other side, you know. So actually, let me see if I can work with something a little bit smaller. Big. The problem with doing it this way is that it ends up all weird, you know. It won't just lay flat, you know, because this is kind of a thick. So I think what I'll do is maybe, oh, duh. Okay. So I feel kind of silly that I didn't think of this before. And maybe a little bit of glue. All right, so I can glue this on, and then for the center, I'll be able to add something, you know, a little bit different. Maybe a button or something like that. Let me see if I can grab one. So these are a bunch of beads I made, and so maybe one of these might be a little sort of appropriate for it. I don't know. It probably really just needs a button, but I want to draw attention to some of these really cool beads that I've made. They're long beads, and I just love these so much. And you can put these like on the end here, like this. It's a little straight for this, but I don't know, maybe I can, yeah, I can probably affix it like that, or affix both ends. I don't know. I got an idea. Oh. Here's Loki again. Okay, so I'm cutting a circle, and I kind of am looking to maybe just let it be the center of the bow. Instead of using a bead or something like that, I can really just use this. And it suits me fine because I really just want to put this on here and move on. So there we go. Oops, bring that up a little bit. And I think that's really cute. This looks pretty nice, you know, as is. So I think I'm going to leave it. I really like it a lot. And then the next thing I want to do is perhaps, well, I want to make a closure. So I said before that I wanted to use this, and I really would like to add some beads to it. So again, I'm going to consult my little bead tray here. Let me start with that and see what can happen. So what I'm going to do here, sorry, I got my head in the way for a sec, is just go ahead and make this sort of like a shoelace. You can put a piece of tape on the end to make it kind of like a shoelace, but then I would have to get up. So maybe what I'm going to do is push this through with my handy dandy, super cute tweezers. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay, I kind of have an idea of what I want to do with it. And so, pull this up a little bit more so we can have a little teeny bit more slack, and then I'm going to pull that down, and then just, there's my bead. It's not heavy, and it's not, it wasn't difficult to do at all. And so we'll have to see how it looks. Super easy with these little skinny tweezers. See how they just have little pointy ends. So anyway, and this is a super easy way to make a closure. You know, I'm really all about kind of not, you know, spending a lot of money on my projects. You know, that's what makes these so fun, is because you don't have to spend a whole lot of money. And really, once you get the papers and the kit and everything, you can make it over and over, because you've got the stuff. So there we go. I really love this. I think it is super cute. This has been part 2 of the Carnations and Garnet Folio, and I really love it. I think it's beautiful, and if you want to go get it, head over to Etsy and do a search for Junk Journal Boss, the store, and you will see it in there. That's it for today. So thank you for being here. I want to remind you that I have a Patreon, and the people in the Patreon tiers get ideas and projects and things like that, depending on what tier you're on. And they're really fun projects. It's a free spread every month, and discounts from my Etsy shop and stuff like that. So if that's something that you'd like to do, head over to patreon.com/Junk Junk Journal Boss, and you can check it out there. And also you can join, even if you don't want to pay for any of the tiers, you can join. With that, I am going to head out, and thank you so much. I'll talk to you later. Bye.